The Hungarian government is under constant attack because of the Stop Soros legislative package. Not so long ago, it was the Council of Europe who criticised the proposal, and now the United Nations is also objecting against the bill draft. The government is convinced that these attacks will only become stronger as the elections are coming up, because organisations linked to George Soros would like to see the Hungarian government removed from power.
The United Nations debated draft, the Global Migration Package, is a seriously biased, extremely pro-migration document, wrote Péter Szijjártó in his opinion article published in the Hungarian Times. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade added that the UN wants to ensure that national regulations do not handle illegal border crossing as a crime. Does the UN document really support illegal border crossing? Does the UN think we should let terrorists travel in and out of our countries freely as they wish? This is unbelievable and unacceptable, wrote the minister. He added that a country that can no longer protect its borders is no longer a country. The Foreign Affairs and Trade Minister also wrote about how clearly the UN's intentions coincide with George Soros's plan, and how the Hungarian government says no to the Soros Plan and refuses all pro-migration proposals. The UN's Global Pact was published less than 2 weeks ago. Antonio Guterres then called migration a positive global phenomenon. According to the UN Secretary-General, it powers economic growth, reduces inequalities, connects diverse societies, and helps us ride the demographic waves of population growth and decline. In the meantime, the World Organization has also objected to the Stop Soros proposal package. It is dangerous to accept the UN's plan on migration. The UN would break down our borders, said the State Secretary for Government Communication on M1 News. According to Bence Tujon, the border closure does stop migrants, but it cannot stop organizations who help migrants. In his opinion, the Stop Soros proposal package has to be instated. This is why it's important to have regulation that is capable of setting boundaries for the activities of these organizations. This is why the proposal package being discussed now would be very important. That organizing migration, financing it or supporting it should be an activity that calls for and can only be done with permits after national security screening, after permission from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, he said. Bence Tujon added that the attacks on the government will only increase as the elections near, since the organizations tied to George Soros want to remove the Hungarian government, who is against them regarding migration and has a strong stance.
The Hungarian government will not withdraw the Stop Soros legislative package. This is how the communications director of Fidesz reacted to the statement of the spokesperson of the UN's Commissioner for Human Rights. The spokesperson said the proposal violates migrants' interests, as well as NGOs' right to receive aid and funding from abroad. Balázs Hídvégi said Hungarians don't want to live in a migrant country. This is why the legislative package is needed.
Hungarians don't want to live in a country full of illegal migrants. They don't want to live in a constant threat of terror. Fidesz is standing up for the interests of the Hungarian people. This is why we will fight the UN's migration package, and we will not withdraw the Stop Soros legislative package, which aims to prevent migration, the operation of powers that organize migration, as well as stopping the organization of illegal migration altogether.